Hey guys, so this is a request video. This is a video on how to get rid of acne or pimples and clear up your skin. Super fast. It's always worked for me. It's never failed. I don't know if you can tell, but I do struggle with bad skin myself, and these things help me like on like a day's notice. Like if I get a pimple and I'm going out that night or I'm going out the next day and I don't want that, obviously there's some things that I do. They're not very glamorous, but they do work like a hot damn. So anyways, I'm just gonna get started. So first thing, before you put anything on them, like the number one thing you want to remember, wash your face before you go to bed. Make sure you don't have any traces of makeup or anything on your face, because that is the worst thing for your skin, is to sleep with makeup on your face. I've done it a couple times and I break out instantly when I forget. So I pay for that. The next thing you want to remember is wash your face first thing in the morning. I know that you think that if you wash your face before you go to bed that your skin is clean when you wake up. That is not how it works. You need to wash your face in the morning as well. I use a toner now, and since I've been using toner, my face has been like, I'm not going to say flawless, because I don't think my face is flawless, but it has helped a great deal to even out my skin, the texture of my skin. And I do have a lot of freckles, like especially on my forehead, but since I've been using toner, everything's just kind of like balanced out, and I love it. So if you can invest in a toner even, that would be great, because it is a big help. And my skin has been a lot more clear since I've been using a toner as well. So that's one of the things to remember. Just make sure your face is clean. Another thing to remember is if you're like me and you wear makeup, for at least half the day, then between like 5 hours a day and 10 hours a day or even more, you want to make sure that you don't touch your skin a lot. I know that doesn't really make sense to a lot of people, but you don't want to make it worse. You don't know what's on your hands. Even if your hands are really clean, you don't touch your face, don't touch your skin. I know that doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but trust me, that's one tip that I have learned, and I just don't really touch my face at all. Lots of bacteria, so even when you think your hands are clean, they're not. So that's one thing to remember. When you get a pimple, don't pop it right away. I know it sounds kind of gross and it's so annoying and it looks terrible, but if you do get a pimple, don't pop it right away. It's going to spread and it's going to be really bad, and it's not going to be pretty at all, and it can leave scars, so just don't do it. Wait till it gets kind of like a white head on it and then try and pop it. Don't use your fingers though, because it's just going to it can get infected, it can leave scars, like really nasty, it can spread. So use like 2 Q-tips and kind of just like push them together until it pops, and then just squeeze I know it sounds bad, but squeeze the pus out until it starts to bleed just a little bit, and then just dab it with a Q-tip until the bleeding stops. That's it. Wash your face afterwards really well. You don't want it to spread. Now, this is ways that I cure it really fast. So, they're not glamorous, and I just want to warn you now. Here's a few things that you can try. Number 1, get a lemon, cut the lemon in half. The 1/2 a lemon, you're going to see the face of the lemon, which is like obviously the lemon, right? You're going to see the fruit itself. Dip that into sugar, and then you're going to use it as use the lemon as your sponge, I guess I can say, and the sugar is going to be the scrub. And do that on the problem areas of your skin, because I did it on this side of my face when I had acne here yesterday, and it's pretty much gone today. And I just did the lemon thing last night, so it does work, and it works fast. So that's definitely one thing you can try. Sugar exfoliates your skin. I use organic sugar, so I don't think it really matters what kind of sugar you use, but I do use organic sugar. And it works really good. Your skin is so soft, it's smooth. The one thing you do have to make sure about is make sure that you don't overdo it with the lemon. Try not to squeeze the lemon so the juices run on your face, because the lemon is really acidic and it can not burn your skin, but your skin will start to burn a little bit and turn a little bit red and blotchy, and that's not what you want. So just make sure you don't squeeze the lemon too much when you're doing that. Just kind of rub it on your problem areas with the sugar, and then keep adding more sugar if you want to exfoliate, and then wash your face really good afterwards with warm water. So that's what I did last night, and it cleared up my face pretty well for just overnight. I don't know if you guys can go back and look at my other video, but it does work. So yeah. The next thing that I do is, this one's kind of actually like, this is my least favorite one to do, but it does work really well. You get a clove of garlic, just one of the small cloves of garlic, and you cut it in half, and it's the same as the lemon trick. You just kind of dab the garlic, because the garlic, a clove of garlic does have some subtle juices in it. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to like dab it, and only on the pimple itself. Don't just go and like scrub it on your problem areas like I just said to do with the lemon. Don't do that. With the clove of garlic, just put it on the pimple itself. Like, this would have been a pimple here. Just dab it on the pimple itself. Don't do it all over your face, because you're going to stink and it's going to like not good. The thing about garlic is some people don't like the smell of garlic. I don't mind it that much. It's kind of better for food and not for your face, but you know what? It works really, really good. It kills bacteria, oils, germs, dirt, all that around the pimple. So it does work really, really well. It's not glamorous at all. It's something you should do. Like, maybe just do it before you go to bed, and then, you know, you don't gotta walk around all day smelling like garlic. That's not how it is. And then in the morning, after you've had it on overnight, just wash your face with warm water. It will start to clear up. If anything, it'll take away the redness and reduce the swelling. So that's one definite good thing to do. The next thing that I have tried is toothpaste. Sorry, that's my phone. Toothpaste, if you just dab, like a small dab of toothpaste on your pimple before you go to bed. These are all like before you go to bed tricks. But anyways, if you just dab it on your pimple before you go to bed, it will work overnight. What it does basically is the chemicals, or not the chemicals, but the ingredients in toothpaste, it basically takes your pimple and it dries it out. So you know how like when you get a pimple and sometimes it takes like days to dry out and kind of just go away? Well, toothpaste dries it out overnight and reduces the redness, and then, you know, it works kind of the same as the garlic works. So that's another thing to try. I don't think it really matters what kind of toothpaste. I use just the regular mint toothpaste from, I think it's Colgate or Crest, and it works pretty well. So that's one thing to try. And kind of like the last thing that I can really honestly think of that has worked for me so good is I do a brown sugar scrub. And basically what I do, you can use any kind of sugar. I turn it into a brown sugar scrub. And I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make my brown sugar scrub. It's really simple, but it works so good, you guys. So get a small pot, put it on the stove. Put some brown sugar in the pot. It depends how much you want to make. Like, you can even get like a container like this, like any empty container you have laying around, and that's how you figure out how much you want to make. So basically, you just put the brown sugar in the pot. You add enough water to the brown. You turn it on. You're gonna want to turn it on probably medium to high, and you add water to the brown sugar. And anybody who knows this, if you add sugar, or if you add water to the sugar, it's going to kind of start to dissolve. So you're going to want to add the water after the burner is already hot. And you just basically mix it in until it turns into a paste. Once it has turned into a paste, you just keep like mixing it up until it's at like a good comfortable consistency for you. I use a whisk for mine and then a spoon afterwards. And basically all it is just water and brown sugar for me. And yeah, like you just use it as a face scrub. one thing that I have done with it is put it all over my face as like a face mask, and it works really well as a face mask as well if you just rub it in, and your skin feels nice and refreshed, and it doesn't smell bad. It smells really sweet, of course. It's brown sugar, and you can put a little bit of honey in it too. I know it sounds kind of like you're making food, but you're not. It's for your face. I think your face deserves the best, right? And yeah, so you just use that as a face mask once it cools down, obviously. Sorry, I'm not feeling good today. And then, yeah, once it cools down a little bit, you just put it all over your face like a face mask, rub it in so it exfoliates your skin. And then I've left mine on for like an hour, just while I'm watching TV or something. I look a little bit like a lunatic, but who cares, right? And then rinse it off and wash your face really, really good. And those are the things that I can think of that work amazingly well, because those are all the things that I do, and those are the things that I like basically run to every time I get a pimple or a breakout, and they work amazing, like amazing. I used to have way worse skin than I do now, and my skin has cleared up so much, and it's just from doing these simple things. Basically, I'm just going to show you some things really, really quick because I only have a couple minutes left. This is probably the best makeup remover to use. It lathers up and turns into a lotion. It's Marcel makeup remover, and seriously, you guys, I think this is about $12 or $13, maybe even more. I can't remember. Just can't remember. It's amazing. You won't have a trace of makeup on your face. Your face just feels really good, not oily at all. This is the toner I use, which is what I put on my face after I've cleaned the makeup off my face, is I use my toner. This is by Artistry. I've had this one for a little while now. I ordered it offline, and it works super, super, super good. That's what the top of it looks like. Basically, after I put on toner, the thing that you're supposed to do after you put on toner is, while your face is still damp from the toner, you apply a moisturizer so it kind of seals it in. That's what I do. I just use my Vaseline moisturizer lotion or my Olay Quench lotion, and those ones are the best. And then you just go to bed, seriously. But as for pimples, do the tricks that I told you. If it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. Different things work for different people. It's not going to work for everybody. This is just what worked for me. This is how I keep my skin healthy and breakout free, I guess. And yeah, so if you guys have any more tips or tricks that you want to put in a video response, just put the video response down below, attach it to this video. That way, once somebody looks at my video, they'll see yours too. So maybe you have some new tips and tricks that you can teach them as well. So yeah, I hope this answered a lot of your guys' questions, and I hope to talk to you guys soon, and I'll see you in my next video.